Conceptual BJJ here. I got my buddy John. Today we're going to be going over heel hook breaking mechanics from the inside heel hook position. So most common position that we're going to get it from is 411. There's a lot of different setups and we'll show these on separate videos. But I'm going to have both feet inside his legs like this, framing. I don't, in general, want to be in this 50-50 kind of position where he can also attack my feet. You can be really good in this position, but it leaves myself exposed if I'm not careful. If my feet are on the inside, like we talked about, on why inside position is so important in that video, if you haven't seen it yet, is that it helps protect my feet from being attacked. John needs to take my foot out to really attack it, right? So we're here. What I want to talk about today is the heel hook breaking mechanics and the importance of toe pressure. I think a lot of people get this wrong because they think, because it's a heel hook, right, that they should pull up on the heel, and you should, but I think that's the last step that you want to do. There's so many steps that you want to do before that. So I want to get a good bite on John's leg. When I'm attacking the heel, especially to defend, he's going to want to turn his toes down and his heels towards my rib, so it's a little harder. So something I like to do that help get his leg and his foot properly positioned is I like to grab the inside of his leg right here and pull this arm to my hip so it kind of opens his foot up a little bit. And instead of trying to hook around the heel, because if he's hiding it, it's going to be a little hard sometimes, especially if he's like this, to get to the heel. What I like to do is to go back with my elbow on the toes like this and put pressure with my armpit. A good way to test if you have enough pressure is that you don't even try to hook the heel. I'm going to clamp the toes with my armpit, like trying to put my elbow to the side, and I'm going to lean down on my armpit and raise my hip like this. And you should be able to get a tap. And I wasn't even hooking his heel yet. The next step, after you crunch the toes, is to put the wrist bone at the heel. You don't want it at the bicep because now I'm no longer putting pressure on the toes, right? So what I want to do is create this pressure here where I'm putting his toes this way. See how that exposes the heel even more? And I'm pulling down this way. So I'm pulling his toes back towards his shin and then towards the floor. So there's a lot of pressure. So first, I'm making sure his foot is like dorsiflex, you call it, where his toes pull back towards his shin. Then I'm putting the toes sideways towards the floor like this. If I just go like this, he's already feeling the pressure. So when I add my elbow and my armpit pressure, he's already almost tapping from this, right? And so I barely have to lift up on the heel. If you find that you're trying to wrench on the heel, this is probably a mistake that you're making, and you can get a lot more pressure with less effort.